Hello, group, traveling to Italy with me. I'm super excited, and I hope you are too. This is your pre-departure tour meeting. Since some of you are not available because you're either too far away or you're traveling around having fun in beautiful Yuba City. Shout out to Cami Littman. Hope you're enjoying Yuba City. Anyways, um, here we go. I have things to talk to you about, and I am definitely going to be made available before we go, face to face, so I can talk to your family and your parents and collect some items from you. So let's get started. All right, preparing for departure. Here's all the things we're going to talk about. Yikes, that's a lot. We're going to try to do this as quickly as possible, and then if you have any questions, you're just going to let me know, and I will try to answer those questions as soon as possible. Okay, look at that beautiful boot. That's it. There we have it. Our tour has been confirmed. We are doing the Grand Tour of Italy, fully in depth Italian adventure. Really pumped. We leave July 30th at 7:30, so we're gonna have to be at the airport at 5:30 in the morning. Yay. Um, we will come home August 10th, late August 10th. I think it's around 10 o'clock. All right, so our itinerary. I'm going to post this on our Facebook group so you can check it out. But you can see our overnight flight to Europe. Okay, we need to sleep here. Okay, no, ingesting copious bags of candy and watching the in-flight movie and ordering sodas and no, you sleep. You gotta sleep because look here, day two. We are in Rome, people, and we need to be ready to go. I'm in collaboration right now with Paolo, our great Italian tour director, and he's super excited about us coming. And so he's coming up with some ideas and some things that we're going to be doing that first day. There are 3 groups traveling with us. We are the biggest group, 2 really small schools with 2 female teachers as well. And the first group will be waiting for us for about 2 hours when we get there, and then we're going to go and explore Rome together. You can see that we are in Rome for the very, first, 4 or 5 days, and I'm not going to read everything on here because that would be silly. You can check it out. Couple things I want to point out. This will probably be, day 4, will probably be where we do our cooking class. That's where it's guesstimated to be, right here. I'm really excited about this because when I told them I wanted to do this and that, a cooking tour was a must after hearing rave reviews from an EF teacher, I was nervous that we would just be making pizza, and there you go. And so that's not what we're doing. We are making pasta, and I know ravioli is one of the dishes. There's another pasta dish, and of course there's an Italian dessert. So hello. That's exciting. And after we cook it, we get to eat it, which is honestly the best part. Vatican. This is where we are going to definitely need, and I'll definitely let you know, we need to have our shoulders covered as females and our knees with like a maxi skirt or a bigger skirt. We long shorts are not going to cover it. So keep that in mind. Boys, I've been told by the Livermore High teacher that just got back that the boys definitely needed to have pants. I'd say bring a pair we can change in and out of, layer if possible, because Rome is hot. It's super hot, and there are a lot of areas to get water, a lot of aqueducts. Chris Strand just came back. He was telling me that it is hot, but there's water, but we should make sure we have water bottles. So, sad thing is that the Trevi Fountain is under construction through 2016. Sad. But we will have the Colosseum. We will have so many things to see. St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel. So I guess the Trevi Fountain will be one of the things that we'll have to leave behind in Italy to come back to. All right, continuing on. After we have several days in Rome, and we're going to be pretty tired because there's a lot to see, a lot of walking. Bring really good shoes. Cannot tell you enough about that. We're going to head to Sorrento, where the Granada High group, has the day to check out the local beach. I've been talking to Paolo about going to a beach and taking in. I've been advised that Sorrento is just amazing, and that's usually a day that we want to take in this smaller beach town. So I'm excited, and I am really excited about this option right here. Neapolitan Music and Dance Show. There's an additional cost, but my experience has been this is well worth it. We did a Ceilidh dance and dinner in Scotland, and That was one of my favorite things, so I'm excited about this. Let me know if you are interested in this, because if I can get Paulo a heads up, then he'll make it happen, especially since we're the biggest group on tour with 18 of us. All right, we will be headed to Pompeii day 7, and I cannot tell you how pumped I am about this. The ruins are just absolutely amazing. Uh, Jeanette Garza, who is the Livermore High teacher, she just got back. She's been posting pictures, and wow, I can't wait. And so I do recommend seeing that film, Pompeii. It came out maybe last year or year before. Checking that out before we go, so you kind of have an idea. All right, we'll be headed in really day 9, I would say, into Florence. Day 8, day 9 into Florence. Florence is a very walkable city. A lot to see there. You know, there's the Duomo, obviously, the religious center of Florence. However, this is, you know, where Michelangelo got a start, where several other Renaissance painters and, you know, idealists and got their start. And really, this city is well known for many things. So we're going to want to do some shopping, I'm sure. Find Italian leather. I know how some of you like your purses, so you might want to check that out. So be ready to walk a lot in Florence and have a great time. All right. Wrapping up our trip, we'll head to Venice, and we won't actually stay in Venice because it's really almost impossible. We'll stay right outside of Venice, across the water, and we will water taxi in to Venice. And our day in Venice is going to be a very long day, a very amazing day, from glass blowing to all, you know, gondola rides, all that type of stuff. Let me know if you for sure want to do a gondola. I do. I want to make sure that it's going to happen for us. I think it's a must, right? And so this is our tour, pretty much. It's going to be an amazing trip. So hopefully you're excited. All right, all-inclusive coverage plan. Most of us on tour have this. Some of you do not. If you're kind of sitting here going, maybe I should have done that, go ahead and call this number right there. Talk to EF. See what they can do for you. So, yeah. Okay? All right, I'm going to let you handle that. Passports, you have them. You're ready to go. You've all known that you needed to make sure you have all your documentation so that you can make this happen. What I need, though, is this right here. I would like a copy. I've had you fill in your passport number and your name. That's great. I can have that, and I have it electronically, so that'll be awesome. But in case we need to go to the American Embassy for any reason, I would love to have a copy, so that we can see your picture. Passports are a hot item to steal in Europe, all of Europe, not just Italy. So we want to make sure that these are heavily secured. I wear it on my person, on my body. I do not let that go anywhere. I do not just leave it in my bag. It's locked, secured at all times. I recommend you do the same, but it would be nice for me to have a copy so that if anything should happen, I can, you know, we can get the proper help that we need. And then leave a copy at home with mom and dad to make sure that everything's secure. Okay? Emergency contacts. These are on your EF accounts. Those are what they're using. You may want to confirm them. And now's the time to do it. Just double check if anything does not look correct, if they don't have your parents' number or something. Make sure that they get that information. I also have an emergency contact that I had you fill out in that Google form. So we should be good to go. But better safe than sorry, right? Okay. Tipping. I did send out some information about tipping. You can see the breakdown for our tour director. The tour directors are amazing. They're very, very helpful people. The bus driver, we will also get to become very close with our bus driver. And they're just great people as well. And then we'll have these really superb local guides that have a wealth of knowledge that we like to tip out. So the guesstimate, I think I said $111. I usually collect that ahead of time. Okay, before we leave, I secure it the whole trip. Then students do not have to worry about, oh, I spent all my money, I have nothing left, or I don't know, I thought I had money, I guess I don't. So it's just easier if I get an envelope with your name on it, and I can secure the money and pay out at the end, or during the trip for the local guides. I can make that happen, okay? All right, so let me know if you have any questions. Okay, spending money. ATMs are the best way, and really honestly, I strongly recommend that we go to ATMs at banks. I don't really like to use just your random ATM, so I will usually scout out banks, or we'll pull some money out at the airport if we want. It's recommended not to bring traveler's checks. I guess these can be really difficult to cash. I don't know. I haven't used traveler's checks in a very long time, so I I don't use them. So I would talk to your bank, talk to them about using your card, talk to them about ATMs, fees. Sometimes there's some fees imposed, so you just want to check in with your institution. Also notify your bank that you're traveling, okay? That you are going to be going abroad, what days, what locations. I am crazy about this. I let them know, and then I go back and confirm with them a few days before I depart. I do have to tell you that my very first trip, Erica Cadelli and I were on, this poor lady had no money. And she notified her banks, but when she got over to Ireland, they would not allow her any access. So she had no access to any funds for about 4 or 5 days on our trip. And I felt really bad for her, and it was kind of awkward. So you don't want that happening to you. I do order money. I order, an EF recommends about 50 to 60 euros it would be to have at your destination. Just go down to the bank. It takes not very long at all. I found that they had pretty good rates, so check that out. Okay? We are responsible for our own lunches, so make sure you have some money or some way of buying your own lunch. All right? Like I said, I will collect the tip money ahead of time so you don't have to worry about it while you're on tour or budget for it. All right, packing. Pack light. I really cannot tell you anything but to pack light. I mean, it's going to be very warm. You can rewear shorts. We've done laundry in the sink. So, I mean, whatever you need to do, make sure you just have enough room to bring stuff back. You do not want to bring a piece of luggage that's 49 pounds when you're only allowed to have 50 and then pay the huge fee. So, plus we're the ones lugging our luggage and pulling it up and down stairs and all that good stuff. So, you want to make sure you pack really light. And if you need to know more about the baggage, you can check out EF Tours. They have right there, this little site right here. But Delta, we're on Delta, and we do obviously get a free piece of luggage. It can't be over 50 pounds. They do have some regulations on their carry-on, how big it can be, so check that out, okay? I would say on your carry-on, have a change of clothes, have any medications you must have. If you want to let me know about that, that's great. You're also going to get an EF backpack. I'll give it to you at our pre-departure meeting or anytime I see you, in case we cannot have this meeting and you're out of town. So just let me know. You can use that as your carry-on if you want. You're allowed a personal item and a carry-on. And so I usually have something that I call my personal item. It's a really over-enlarged purse. And I put in my first day's clothes, my toiletries, all that type of stuff. Okay? So you want to make sure you do have some extra clothes just in case something should happen. Okay? We do have a full packing list. It's in your tour handbook, which you should be getting. I know we got one yesterday in the mail. So packing lists are on there. Safety things are on there. I've put up a packing list. I just think bathing suits are important. Don't forget that. Plenty of underwear. And if you need to buy a t-shirt over there, you can do that. They're usually pretty cheap on the street. The only thing I can say is please, 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 please. Italy's different. Our shoulders and our knees must be covered in religious institutions for girls, and boy, we're going to be going to a lot of those. Maxi skirts are great. Scarves, maybe just even like one that you can put on and off whenever we go into those places. And supposedly, boys are supposed to wear pants. This is kind of new. I was just told this by the Livermore High teacher, so let's just be ready for that, okay? All right, here's our flights. Group meeting point is at Delta Airline International Terminal. Please let, not Mr. Newkirk, Mrs. Newkirk, sorry for the typo. If you can drive other students, let me know. If you need a ride, let me know. I usually say, hey, who wants to carpool? And then typically what happens is parents want to take their own kids, which I totally get. So just let me know, though. If you know your parents have work, they can't take you. Let's figure this out. Let's work together as a team, okay? Group meeting time at the airport is 5:30 in the morning. We cannot be late. We just can't, okay? We have to get in and get established, check in as our group. They will not let us check in if not everybody is there. So, and then we do have that layover in Atlanta, okay? And then we're into Rome at 9:50 in the morning, and we're off and running on our beautiful Roman vacation. Then we're coming home, and we fly to Venice, again, another layover in beautiful Atlanta, and coming in almost 10 o'clock to SFO on